2, 3.
Okay, wait, why is it?
Oh, sorry.
Put it in the middle. Oh my goodness.
We haven't even started the episode yet, and that's already started. Well, I guess we're going to come in hot today.
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 3 of Benchwarming Beauties. We're back. We had a couple weeks off. We had a lot going on. Riley, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. Do I look different to you?
No, not at all.
I don't look like a wife?
Like a weight's lifted off of you.
So you're saying I was fat? No, it's fine. She just called me fat. It's fine. It's fine. I've already started off.
Great.
Well,
you look like a wife. You're very conservative. You're like done all the way up.
Done all the way up, you know. He's just.
She's changed. She's a new woman.
I'm definitely not. If anything, I'm just a very relaxed woman. For those who don't know, obviously I got married.
Really?
Last weekend.
No.
I've never mentioned it in any of the episodes.
No.
Riley had boots on the ground there. I'm sure she'll put out many clips of what happened. It was actually the best day of my life.
Well, that's good.
It was very nice.
Oh.
We had a great day. Not many things went wrong. Actually, we didn't have anything go wrong. So it was a beautiful day. Weather-wise, we'll touch on that. But we're doing a whole wedding episode, thankfully, because I need to get all of this.
And then the wedding is never going to be mentioned.
And then we're never going to talk about it ever again. Yeah, because I'm kind of done with it. I'm really upset that it's over. But I'm ready to never have to plan another wedding ever again. Like if I ever, which I won't because Nicholas and I will be together forever. If I ever have to plan another wedding, that's going to be not great.
Bueno?
No bueno.
What if you guys get your vows renewed?
Not something I'm interested in. I'm not. Have you seen every housewife that has ever renewed her vows?
I sure have.
Okay, not to be like whatever, but no. So today, obviously, we're going to talk about the wedding. Riley has a number of questions.
And thoughts and opinions.
Great. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has
Just
one.
like-
Oh my God, she is so. Also, I would like to preface. In our first episode, I could not read the screen. Today we have font 17, so I can read that perfectly without needing my. Okay, well, it's either that or I wear my glasses. So
we don't want those because we don't
want. But I wore them last episode, and we didn't get much of a glare. We got a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, it's like a half sun.
Yeah, because I kept trying to put my head down, but then I have a double chin when I do that, so it's just not all around. It's not great, but I kind of wrote down a little bit about what we were going to talk about. Do you have any questions to start off with before we get into like certain things?
No, I don't think so. I think my questions are going to come as we.
Okay.
Well, did you want me to ask you a question off the top?
Sure. I'm a little bit scared.
What?
But, I mean, I know because I don't know where your questions are going.
Well, I have one that's a little offside, and it might have to be deleted.
Okay, so let's do it now. Let's have a moment of silence.
That?
Why not?
Okay.
Nothing offends me anymore. When you have a wedding, you have to understand that when you plan a wedding, you have to do it. It's very important, and I feel like I did this.
My chair was squeaking.
I feel like I would like to think that I did this really well, and I made sure that I did everything that Nick and I wanted to have for this wedding and what made us happy. We really worked so hard for this day to do it on our own and to have a wedding that we felt was like super bougie and like beautiful and like, you know, obviously nobody else has to like my wedding, but we absolutely loved it. We're very upset that it's over. We practically cried the whole time that we were away, like on our mini honeymoon, because we were really upset that it was over. And yeah, I mean, the honeymoon phase is real.
Nick was crying too?
We were both like very upset. Yeah, he was crying. We're both very upset that it's over. And he was like, what other parties can we plan? I'm like, no, we're not doing any more parties. Like, no. But then I was like, oh, what about like a hockey Christmas party? Like, I'm such a loser. Like, now I'm a full wife mode.
Yeah.
I was like, so we should do this in the fall. Like, loser.
Oh my God. And you're my podcast partner.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, you chose me. Here we are. But like, Nick and I worked really hard for this day. He works more than me because he has more jobs than me, but that's besides the point. Yeah. Anyways, point is that when you're planning a wedding, you want to make sure that you're doing everything that makes you happy. And I would like to say that we were very successful with that. So
That's good.
yes. Start me off with your first question because I'm terrified.
Okay, so was brought to my attention when we went to happy hour. You weren't there.
Okay. So Riley attended the whole day.
Yeah.
Just to preface, Riley attended the whole day. We did church in the morning or mid-afternoon, whatever. There was a lull of like 4 or 5 hours in between, and then there was reception at 5:30 with cocktail hour, whatever. Riley, in that time, met up with some other friends that were invited to the wedding, and they went to a happy hour before that. So that's where this question is coming. You went to...
We did Riley's, and then we went to, what's the new one? Per se, Social Corner.
Wait, like Riley's as in your own house, or Riley's
Riley's
as in...
Steak and Seafood.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know. I just wanted to double check. Okay, what's your first question?
Okay.
And then we'll go in order of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's about...
Yeah, we need to cut that out. We're cutting that out. We'll talk about that at dinner later.
That was my number one question, because once that was brought up, I was like, oh my God, I would never stop thinking about that.
I don't even know where to go with that. I love you, but we're not answering that question.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go in order of the day, which was like getting ready in the morning to church to reception. So in the morning, first of all, I would like to state I only slept 3 hours.
What time did you go to bed?
1:30.
Okay.
And I needed to be at my mom's by 4:30.
Wait, you didn't stay down there the night before?
I did not stay at my mom's.
No, like at the hotel?
No.
Oh,
I stayed at
stayed
at my house. Nick stayed at his mom's house because we wanted to be like a little bit traditional.
Yeah.
And then at 4:30 I got up because I needed to go to my mom's. I literally dragged everything into my car, which I probably should have done the night before, but considering I went to bed at 1:30, I was like,
Why did you go to bed so late?
Well, you see, because I procrastinated putting like our bridal party gifts together. And here I was, Nick actually, I don't know if I was allowed to say this, but Nick actually had like a really nice night with his friends. They went to a sauna. They like went out for whatever. I don't know what they did. And I called him saying like, you idiot, you forgot the groomsmen's gifts and your mom and dad's gifts. But then I turned into the idiot because I hadn't wrapped anything yet. So I was like, okay, well, so I did that. I had to do like, my cousin was the MC. And I did like a little bit of a script for him so he could like have some sort of structure, kind of like how we do the episodes. And I had not touched that at all.
Oh my God.
It was just like not something. I'm like getting itchy talking about it. Like it was just not something that I needed to put my time towards yet. And then
until the night before.
It's like doing your homework like the night before it's due. So anyways, I get to my mom's at 4:30 in the morning. I snapped at her a little bit because I was like a little bit stressed and like the dogs were everywhere and like my dog was not there. I sent him to daycare. But the other 3 dogs were being wackadoos. My dad's dog Bruno was running around like a psycho, like taking the attention away from me totally. But then aside from that, like once hair and makeup showed up and all my girls showed up and, you know, we were all relaxing, I actually felt pretty chill. Like, I wasn't stressed. I knew that everything, whatever was going to happen that day was just going to happen.
What time did everyone else show up?
6.
Okay.
But, like, 4:30 is when I got up. But, like, I still needed to bring everything down to my car. I didn't get there till, like, 5 or 5:15. But once everybody showed up and, like, hair and makeup started and, like, we turned music on and then we had food delivered at, like, 7 a.m.
What did you get?
Well, graciously, my aunt set up like a catering company to come and drop stuff off, which was like light muffins, scones, croissants, that sort of stuff. Because I didn't want anything heavy, but I wanted carbs. I'm not one of these girls that I didn't diet for this wedding day. I just want to start there. Did not diet. I think I had McDonald's like 3 times the week of the wedding, honestly, because I was so stressed out.
And at the wedding.
Yes, we had it at the wedding as well. And anyway, so we had all of the carby stuff, which is what I wanted because I wanted to make sure that everybody ate something somewhat sustainable so that we could kind of go a few hours without eating because once we left, we weren't eating until like 1:30, 1:45, if not even 2. So we had some time in between that we needed to do that. So that was great. Then we got our hair and makeup done. I had a really hard time with my hair. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I ended up doing a ponytail, which you saw, obviously.
I did see that.
With like a one-sided, like side bang like swoop. I was very happy with it. It's very me. I did not want to be one of these like cookie cutter brides. I know like, and I have a lot of friends who've gotten married who have all these hairdos, so I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Slicked back, bun. It looks beautiful. It's not me. Looks great on everybody else. I look crazy. No, my hair is down today because last episode I had my hair up in a bun and I felt like I looked bald. So we're not doing that anytime soon. And that goes for my wedding hair as well. So I felt the most beautiful I ever have felt. So I was very happy with that. But I also made sure I ate. I had like 3 croissants before we left. And then honestly, once like 10:30, 10:45 hit, chaos. Everyone's getting changed. People are showing up, like photography, videography. My grandmother shows up. She sobbed the whole day. And not just like crying, like like that kind of crying. You know, like when you actually can't breathe. That's what and I love her because I'm her only granddaughter. I'm the only one who's done like a traditional church wedding. So I think she really... Stop looking at my ring.
It's just beaming.
I know, it's just like whatever. Hello. But yeah, I'm the only one who's done things traditionally, which I think she appreciates. So that's why she was so upset. I guess I don't know if upset. She was overjoyed with tears and hyperventilation. She was also upset because my grandfather obviously is passed and like wasn't there, but like we had him a part of the day. I don't know if you figured that out, but we'll get into that later. I'm going to guess no based on the look on your face.
No, I did. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
It took me a moment.
Any questions about that so far?
Not about that, no.
Okay, good. We end up going to church. I did like a first look with my family, which actually was caught on the Ring camera.
Yeah.
Which I kept because it was really cute. It's really long. It's like 8 minutes. But it's so cute. Like standing outside, did a first look with my dad, did a first look with my family. And then it was raining, unfortunately, when we got into the bus, which the plan was for my brother to drive me in like one of our classic cars. But because the rain was falling, my brother didn't feel comfortable driving them. They are very expensive cars. One of them doesn't have windshield wipers, so you know that would have been a little difficult, and we would have been celebrating something different that day if that was the case. So I took a picture in front of it with him. That was like kind of like that's just how it was gonna go. We all went on the bus, which was great, and then we went and we got to church. And as soon as I stepped off the bus, it stopped raining, which I was very happy about. I think in the first episode, did we talk about the Etsy witch?
I don't think we've talked about the Etsy witch on the podcast.
We haven't. Okay.
Not on the podcast.
So I paid $30 to this Etsy witch. I think on Etsy, she's called Naturalistic Blessings. And I found her on TikTok. Someone else posted it. There are a lot of things on TikTok. They're like, oh, you should bury like a sausage the night before. There's like literally such crazy stuff. I was going to do it all. I really wanted it to be sunny, but...
You didn't bury a sausage.
I did not bury a sausage. I didn't have time. I was writing my MC script. So...
Speaking of sausages, did you bring hot dogs?
Was I supposed to bring hot dogs today?
Yeah, you said I'm bringing hot dogs. That's okay. You only said that a couple hours ago.
I was going to say, like, I don't remember. Okay, I'll look at it after. We'll deal with it later.
Do you want me to pick some up, you said?
Did you respond to that?
I said, yeah, if you have time.
Well, I didn't have time, so... Anyways.
Back to it.
Anyways, I paid her $30, and to preface, if anyone's going to use her, please use her 2 weeks in advance, because she told me that she does need 2 weeks for the full manifestation to come through. However, the second I stepped off the limo bus, it stopped raining, which I was very happy about, even though they still had an umbrella over me just because I have hair, makeup, veil, dress. Like, I looked like crazy. And, yeah, it was fine. And then I walked in and I blacked out.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I remember walking down the aisle, but I remember thinking in my head, like, I wanted to be very fixated on what my flowers looked like walking down the aisle. Did not see that at all. Then I tried to, like, just primarily just look at Nick because I was, like, so nervous. And then once I got down the aisle to him, I was okay. But before that, I was, like, knots in my stomach. I didn't know if I like needed to go to the washroom. Like, I was like, what if I need to go to the washroom in the middle of this?
What about this dress? Like, how do you go to the bathroom in the dress?
I have to take it off.
The whole thing.
There are some like like, I probably could have, like, pulled it up, but, like, honestly, it was so tight on me. It wasn't that tight, but it was a tight dress that I would have preferred just taking it off altogether.
So did you pee throughout the day at all?
Well, yeah, I did. When we got to the hotel. So we have to remember, church was at 12.
Yeah.
And I did not get to the hotel till like 5 o'clock.
Oh my God.
But I was fine. Like, I think the stress and the adrenaline was like taking over for me.
Yeah.
So I did not need to go to the washroom until we got to the hotel. But then when I got to the hotel, I was like, Nick, I need 20 minutes. I need to take this dress off. I need to take my shoes off. I need to go to the washroom and I need to gather my thoughts. I had also lost my phone.
Oh.
I left my phone at my mom's the whole day because when I started getting ready, photography and videography came in.
Yeah.
So she literally slipped my phone like under a pillow because she was in the middle of taking photos.
Yeah.
And then I just like left it there. So I didn't get my phone till like 5 o'clock.
Oh, so they brought it for you.
My brother drove
that's
all
nice.
the way back to Coquitlam to get it.
What a nice
In the
guy.
meantime, though, he had teared apart his own car looking for it because I just said grab everything.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm sorry, I can't find it. Let's just go to church. We'll figure it out later. I'm like, okay, sure. So I went. And honestly, that was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I did not have
be
my
present.
phone. I was very present. Everyone's like, oh, the day goes by so fast. It went by fast now that I'm thinking back to it that it's over. But I was very present and it didn't feel like in the moment that it was going by fast. So I was very happy with that. Church was a short mass. Riley only sent me like 2 videos. Was it 2 videos or 1?
I think I may have sent you 2.
I think one of the 2. And they are so funny. Like, there's me like being all like la-di-da, like bride, like whatever. And then there's Riley like, oh my God, ew, they're kissing. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, it's fully mic'd up. It was so good. Cause like I didn't sit in the right spot. Cause my videos are not great because there's so many people above me.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know where. Like I was like, hey, like sit in the very back row. Cause like one of our other friends got there before us. So then she got the back. Well, she got like second back, and I'm like, no, we need to go further back.
But one of our friends was right in the aisle. That's where you needed to be.
Yeah, but I didn't want people to see me talking.
Fair. Yeah,
And
Riley
there was
Riley
someone
had a
behind.
mic. She
I
was mic'd up.
like this the whole time at the thing. Like, but because I was like trying to not
Because it's very quiet in church. Like,
It was very
typically
quiet.
you're not supposed to talk, which is probably why you were getting in shit from the other people that you were sitting with because you're not supposed to talk. But there's 2 options when you have a mass at church. One is the 35 quick in and out, which is what we did because I did not want to be at church all day. It is a long mass. Like, you have to get up. There's a whole bunch of like up and down, and it's just a lot. That's the whole hour and a bit. I chose the quick mass, so we were literally in. We did all the blessings, like, okay, whatever.
Okay,
and then
everyone
out.
was on the same page there. They're all saying the stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's because a lot of my friends were all like brought up the same way.
Yeah, I
to,
was like, oh my God, everyone knows.
yeah, I would say like 90%. But there's obviously like a lot of people, like my husband.
I was just moving my mouth.
Ew, my husband is a fire. You're just moving your mouth. Do that again. Do that again. Do that again. Look in the camera and do that. No, look in the camera and do it. Yeah, no. It's fine.
That's what I was doing.
But my husband is a fireman, and I would imagine some of them are not Catholic as well. So they probably there was a good chunk of people who did not know what was going on, and that's okay. Save yourself. But yeah, and then the church went by so fast. But the funniest part about church, which I thought nobody noticed, but this is the most, for those who really know me, know that sometimes I can be a bit dumb. Just a little bit. And as we're exchanging rings, do you remember this? Are you shaking?
I know
yes, you
exactly what
remember?
you're talking about. Oh, I
it's
remember.
so embarrassing. We're exchanging rings, obviously, like, you know, this is my left hand, this is my right hand, and I'm looking at Nick, and he put my ring on, and he keeps giving me his opposite hand, and I'm like, wrong hand, idiot. In my head, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, we practiced this. We practiced this, okay? So we're standing there, and
Did you practice with the other hand?
at rehearsal, we practiced.
Oh.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, put the ring on. Like, it's very easy. It's very straightforward, okay? Then, it's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. I'm putting his ring on, and I put it on very confidently. I don't know if you could see from where you were sitting, but I put it on very confidently, and I was like, okay, whatever. And all of a sudden, I hear my family behind me snickering. And I was like, why are they? I know it's my brother. I know. And I just hear like, I didn't hear them, but from what my bridesmaids told me is that like, my dad was like, dumbass. Like, just like under his breath, like, what an idiot. And then my brother was like, idiot. Like, so embarrassing. And I'm like looking at them like, what the hell are you laughing? This is my wedding day. Get it together. Like, I'm trying to give them like the eyes, you know, like get it together. And then we turn because now we have Nick and I have to kneel. And I look over and I'm like, Nick, where is your ring? And he's like, you put it on the wrong hand. And I was like, no, I didn't. He goes, yes, you did. Beside you, this hand right here, left. And I was like, shit. So then I'm telling him as we're kneeling, I said, move it then. Because Nick's ring finger is like permanently broken from hockey.
Yeah.
So honestly, thank God I put it on the wrong hand because we would have been there for 5 minutes putting that ring on. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. So thankfully I put it on the wrong hand.
Did you not notice it was easy to go on?
Riley, I was so out of body experience because it felt so surreal to me that that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
And whatever, the moments passed, we're kneeling, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. And me not thinking that nobody's noticed. Not one person. I'm like, nobody noticed. It's fine. We're fine. My brother noticed, but that's besides the point because he notices all the dumb things that I do. So then, it was so bad. So then, he's like, I don't want to change my ring now because we're kneeling. I don't know how long we're going to be down here for, so I don't want to be changing my ring, and I have to stand up. And I was like, okay, that's fair. I said, leave it. When we sign the papers, you can change it. So that's why I signed first, so he could move the ring from the right hand to the left hand. And then as we had both finished signing, we popped back in front of the altar.
Yeah.
And then everyone was just kind of like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, holy shit. It's like such a dumb thing. But I was so out of body. Like, I did it so confidently that I didn't even notice.
Well, that's fine. Did they get it on video? Like, they must have.
Yeah, the videographers for sure got it. And they're like, it's
Perfect.
okay, we'll redo the shot. I said, no, please leave it.
Yeah, it's
like,
so good.
We did redo it.
Yeah.
For, like, aesthetic purposes. But I said, like, at the end, I want you guys to just do a bunch of bloopers. Because, like, that's a really good blooper. And that's, like, if I could have had any moment, that was the ultimate Tash moment I could have had.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I had that moment, which was, I guess, great. And then we walked right out of church. And I was like, cool, the hardest part's over. Now we just need to do pictures and a few dances and we're done.
Perfect. From my observations.
Oh, God.
You were the quiet. I couldn't even hear you do your vows. I was like, this is.
Really?
I literally said in the mic, I'm like, this is the quietest I've ever heard her in my life. Like, you were like a mouse.
I was nervous. I was nervous.
like, oh my
But
God, who is this? I'm like, this is her moment. This is like what, like,
this
she
is what you
dreams
came
of.
for. This is
like,
what you came for.
And she was just silence.
I did my best. Like, I, Tash Rose, take you, Nicholas, to be my lawfully wedded husband. But I was louder than him. He was really nervous, and also he, like, when you're a fireman, you have like a formal like suit. I think they call them like Class A suit or something like that. And he was sweating through that suit. Like, I knew he was nervous, and I don't think he realized, like, this is my, like, Olympics. Like, this is what I was ready for, like, my entire life. So I'm not surprised that you couldn't hear me because I was speaking lower than I would normally, but I was also very nervous, and then I was trying not to, like, screw up the words because I had already screwed up the ring, you know? So I was trying not to, you know...
mess up anything else.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it at bay. But I tried my best to, like, speak loudly, but it wasn't great.
It was quiet. But your singers, they
Gorgeous.
were really good.
Beautiful.
Cam and I, we thought that it was like music.
It's just one person. One person singing.
Oh.
I had one singer.
And there was someone else up there too.
I had a piano player.
Yeah.
Cellist.
Yeah, there was like other people.
And violinist.
The whole band.
I had a whole quartet, essentially.
So they were really good. We thought it was like pre-recorded, like...
No.
And then we clued in. We're like, oh, what are those people doing up there?
And can I tell you, I didn't even, like... I didn't hear any of the music beforehand. I had given them, like, what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I just hoped for the best. And again, I totally blacked out. I don't remember hearing any music. Now when I look back at videos that like people have sent me, and I had like a content creator there who took a lot of videos, I was like, oh wow, the music sounded really nice. Like I'm glad I paid all that money for it, because I didn't even hear it when I was walking down the aisle, because I, like I said, blacked out. So I'm glad you like the music. And that singer, she's amazing. She does like a lot of like Italian weddings and unfortunately funerals, but she is so beautiful that like I heard her at a few other weddings that my friends had, and I was like, I have to have her, and she was great. So
one last note about church.
Okay.
The priest, he was talking about who is it, LeBron James?
Oh, okay. Yes,
Where did that come from?
Your guess is as good as mine. Nick and I do not watch basketball. I was going to say Nick and I. Wait, I was just going to say Nick and I don't watch baseball. That's not the sport.
I was like, oh, this is quite.
No, I had no idea that he was going to say that. He is like a younger priest.
Yeah.
He tries to be very like, and I love him. I do. I actually quite enjoy him. I've really gotten to know him through this whole process, because it's a process to get married in the church. You have to do classes. You have to like go to church. Like I literally. By the way, I'll get to that. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm getting hot because I'm upset about it. He's a young priest, so he tries to relate to like a lot of young people, because they're trying to have like younger people come back to church.
Yeah,
they don't make it easy for you, one, but also before we walk out and they say, first, kiss the bride, blah 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 bullshit. He says, so nice that Nick came in his uniform, as a thank you for your service. I'm going to look into the camera when I say this. Thank you for your service. I went to church every weekend for an hour. I put money in that envelope. I'm not going to say how much. I put money. You have to put money into your envelopes every week and whatever. You have to donate to the church, essentially. I could probably count on one hand how many times Nick came with me. And thank you for your service? What about thank you to Tash for coming to church for a year and a half? And I was dedicated. I went like 3 times a month at least, if not more. 3 times was a minimum of what I went. Thank you for your service? Not thanks to Tash for coming to church every week so that this could happen. Thank you, Nick, for your service. Like, being a fireman is a hard job when you're not playing pickleball all day.
Yeah.
And thank you for your service. Riley, I literally looked at Nick. I said, are you kidding me? And for me, it made me even more mad, because everybody favors Nicholas at my house. My mom, my grandmother, he is the favorite child on the Rizzo side of the family. Yeah. And like nobody cares about me. So the fact that this priest was like, thank you, Nicholas, for your service.
See, we were under the impression that this was Nick's church.
No, it was my church.
Really knew him.
It was my church. My church. I grew up going to that school. I grew up going to that church. Thank you for your service. Which honestly is really funny now that like I think back to it, because everybody in my family favors him so much that it just, what are the chances of him making it all about himself? But anyways, now that I got that off my chest,
we can move on from that.
I walked out of church and I hugged Nick, and then I said, thank you for your service. And he goes, I was waiting for you to say something. But that was not the first time that morning I got mad at Nick. By the way, I don't know if you see where it says pink flowers.
I do see pink
flowers. Yeah, let me tell you.
When it's in such bold font.
It is in bold font. I clearly don't like color. I'm an all black, all white, like neutral colored girl. It's just how I am. The only color I wear is like the Victoire sweatshirt color. Yeah. That's it. And when I got to my mom's house in the morning, she goes, did you see your flowers? And I was like, yeah, they're beautiful. Because my mom had 4 dozen roses there and this random bouquet that was in water. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, it's nice. Thanks. Like, whatever. And she's like, it's from your husband. And I was like, oh, pink flowers. She's like, today is not the day to get mad at him about flowers. I said, I'm getting mad at him. Pink flowers? Not once in the 10 years. We've been together for 10 years. Not once in the 10 years that we've been together has he bought me pink flowers.
See, wasn't this happening, though, at your bridal shower?
It happened at my bridal shower as well, but I caught it because I asked him, it's tradition that the groom shows up with flowers. Typically it's supposed to be a surprise, but I know. And I said to him, did you order flowers? And he's like, yes, I did. And I was like, what color are they? So he sends me this bouquet for my shower. And I was like, that is not cool. Pink? And he's like, well, I thought it was like lively. I'm like, I literally asked everybody at our wedding to wear black. In what world do you think pink was going to work? So whatever, he changed it. I got a beautiful bouquet of white flowers. They were stunning and they lasted like 3 weeks. I was so happy. I love fresh cut flowers. Pink flowers the morning of my wedding? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Pink flowers. But thank you for your service, Nicholas. Fuck. I couldn't believe it, Riley. I could not believe it.
And that was the time after, like, that was after you've already corrected it once. So we must like pink flowers. Oh,
I hate pink flowers. I hate pink. I hate pink. I'll take the green. That's why I had like white and green hydrangeas with like my calla lilies because they're also white and green. Nowhere did we have pink. Pissed me off.
My mom said she really liked your flowers. I'm not a flower person, so I don't really
beautiful flowers.
Them.
They were beautiful
Carrie
flowers.
said she really liked them.
And I did not see the flowers at church at all. Even when I went back into church to like take photos.
Yeah.
I missed it. They all left. I was like, because the decor team took them to the hall. So I was like, did anyone see what the flowers looked like? I totally blacked out. But they were beautiful. When I got to the hall, I got to see them. So that was the ceremony.
Yeah.
Quick and dirty. It was 35 minutes. And then we went back in to take photos. We ended up doing photos up at SFU, which was also beautiful because the weather cleared up. And we got to take photos outside. And it was but it was cold. Like my toes were going to fall off. And like Nick had to carry me to the bus. And like he was grunting about it. And like, that's rude. On my wedding day, I am the skinniest I'll ever be. And you're grunting, carrying me. Rude. Yeah. And then we went to the hotel.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Chilling for that 20 minutes because I needed to like relax. And then we like did our first look with our reception, which if anyone hasn't seen the video, I'm sobbing.
Yeah.
Nick and I put like a lot of effort, time, money, finances, like everything behind the decor. And I would not change one thing. I would not. I had cascading flowers. I had 900 candles. 900.
That's insane.
That's how many candles were there. 900 at the Fairmont. It was absolutely stunning. With all black. I asked my guests to wear all black.
Some didn't abide by the rules.
No, everybody abided by the rules. Riley was over here like outfit police. She takes a video of our DJs who were absolutely, and I'm going to swear because they were fucking amazing. She's like, oh my God, someone's not wearing, she sent me a video like, someone's not wearing black, someone's going to be in trouble. And I was like, oh my God. It was our DJ. And to be fair, she actually did ask my coordinator like what she should wear because I guess that's what she asked people. And I don't remember responding to it. And I said, as long as it's not white. But I felt like the gold actually was very nice because it matched my decor. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Whatever.
Well, when she was at cocktail hour, no one knew that she was the DJ.
I knew. So
yeah, but you knew. But the other people in the church, I have videos of them.
I didn't care about church though.
Why? Wasn't it the whole thing?
No, I didn't. No, the main part was for reception for everybody to wear black, which I did get some pushback on that a little bit. But church, I didn't care because church was only half an hour. And like some people, if you wanted to like combine an outfit, like traditionally, like what I've done with my friends is that I'll wear something shorter to church and then I'll wear like a longer dress or like a more fancier dress at night.
Oh, I thought it would have been the opposite.
That's a fair point. Not everybody does that, or some people just combine and they just wear one outfit for the whole day.
Yeah.
So it just, however you wanted to do it was fine. I didn't care about church. At night is what I wanted the all black for. And everybody abided by the rules.
Thank God.
I didn't see anybody with a color. I only had one aunt who had like a white bow. Her dress was very similar to the bridesmaids. It was beautiful. And she's like, are you sure I can wear this? I said, absolutely. It's beautiful. You need to wear it. So that was it. But that didn't bother me. Like, it didn't matter. And then
one thing didn't bother her.
What?
Just kidding.
Oh my God. I can't with you. But yeah, we did like our first look with the reception, which Riley will post. And it was everything that we could have ever dreamed of. The decor was absolutely stunning. In that ballroom, it has like massive chandeliers. And that as soon as I walked into that room and we ended up picking this venue, I said, that's what I'm basing off of my decor. those chandeliers were literally the size of this room. They're huge, and they're just like these big, round, like crystally. I don't know if did you get your party favor?
I got my party favor.
On the matchbox.
Yeah.
The chandelier is on the matchbox.
Oh.
Because typically you put like what the front of the hotel or whatever venue you're at looks like or something. And I didn't want it to be like, I wanted it to be elegant, but I was like, you know what makes that ballroom is those chandeliers. So I sent her the chandeliers and she put it on the match.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
matches. Yeah, it was very nice.
And the dinner was really good.
Dinner was fantastic.
It was.
I don't want to brag, but this is my episode to brag. I feel like I had a very well-rounded wedding. The food was good. Like, I don't know how.
Food was really good.
Food was fantastic.
Yeah.
The pasta was great. Like, the salad, to die for. You got a whole burrata to yourself. Did you try the bread?
Yeah, that was so good. There was like garlic cloves in it.
Riley, my only request, aside from that cascading flowers, was to have a loaf of that bread in my room when I got back to the room at night.
And was it there?
Yes, and it was so good. I said I wanted that bread, and I wanted a Diet Coke, and I was fine. And it was amazing. That bread was to die for.
That was very good.
The main, like, beef tenderloin.
So good.
Also fantastic. And what else do we have? Oh, did you try the dessert?
I ate it all. I ate everything.
London fog cheesecake.
I didn't think I was going to like it because I don't like London fogs.
With a blueberry lemon compote.
It was so good.
When you plan a wedding, like, they have all these fancy dancy names for all these things. Like, cocktail hour, they call, like, the food. You know, most normal people would call them hors d'oeuvres. That's what I call them. They're called canapes. First of all, it doesn't sound as nice. But they have all these fancy words for, like, all these courses now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't we just call it hors d'oeuvres? Like, just give it to me in plain English.
Yeah.
Anyways, all the food was so good. Even the appetizers at cocktail hour were very good.
See, I never had one of those.
I want to know your thoughts on the bar.
You mean the bars outside?
Yes.
I could tell why you didn't like them.
Was that off record?
I think it was off record.
Yeah, so I had a problem with the bars at this hotel.
Because I was like, oh my God, these are the, like, they
the
caught
bars.
my eye right when we walked in. And I was like, oh.
My best friend has a business where she, like, does, like, signage and stuff like that. And she needed the dimensions for the signs that were on the bars.
Yeah.
And so they sent me a picture of them. And I was like, oh my God, these bars are horrid. Horrid. So I ended up going back to my decor team saying, like, hey, what can we do about this? And we had, like, nicer bars inside. And I kept the ugly bars outside because Nick was really funny. He was like, we'll keep the ugly bars outside so that people think our wedding's going to be really ugly and, like, prepare them for the worst. And then when they walk in, they'll be surprised. And Riley can confirm they were ugly.
They were. I have them on video. You'll see them in the clips because I'm, like, talking. I'm like, these are the bars.
They're very ugly.
I think I sent it to you. I sent you that.
You did. Anyways.
But I didn't eat any of the food out there.
So it was burgers.
Yeah.
Mini burger sliders.
I saw those.
Something with salmon.
Yeah, there was a bunch. But, like, we were kind of, like, in a weird spot. I'll talk about this another time.
Okay. Off record?
Off record.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Well, that's on you because those burgers were bomb.
Were they?
Oh, it was amazing. Because we had, like, a bridal room where, like, the whole bridal party and, like, could sit and, like, we literally chilled, but they brought food to our room.
And you had them?
A full plate of, like, these little burgers.
So then you lied when I interviewed you and you said I didn't have any food.
Well, okay, here's the thing. The reason why I'm saying that the food...
I didn't eat all day.
I didn't.
Well, you just told me you had 2 croissants at breakfast.
Hold on. First of all, I had 3, I think. I only know that the food was good because of my food tasting. Now, I'm also basing my opinion off of what other people are saying that the food was good because I actually was so nervous, more nervous at night than I was in the morning about, like, my dances and stuff because I had a few, like, special things happening and I was worried that they weren't going to work out. So I did not eat that much. I had, like, 2 bites of the tenderloin. I did eat the pasta. I did have the salad. I didn't touch my dessert.
There was something else, though, wasn't there?
There was the salad. There was the pasta.
Oh, no, it was 4. It was 4.
4.
Right. Okay,
salad, pasta,
Yeah.
main course, dessert. And then at 10 o'clock or 10:30, we had McDonald's cheeseburgers.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, because I didn't really like any of the options that the hotel had. And honestly, like, cheeseburgers are like a family joke of ours. That, like, unfortunately, when my grandmother passed away, my uncle, who my aunt was away when, like, it happened or something like that. And typically when someone in, like, an Italian family passes away, everybody goes to the house and they bring stuff so that the people who've lost a family member don't cook. So my uncle, because my aunt wasn't here, obviously didn't cook anything. So he picked up, like, 30 cheeseburgers and just brought them to the house, which, like, cheeseburgers were my grandmother's favorite.
Yeah.
So it now has become an ongoing joke where every time we have something, 30 cheeseburgers show up. My engagement party, cheeseburgers showed up at the Italian Center. They didn't show up at my shower, which I'm actually quite surprised at. But every family event we've had, graduations, everything, burgers show up.
That's cool.
So it was only fitting that I had cheeseburgers. And that is all I ate all day.
That was the best
I had
part.
3 of those back to back.
I was like, oh my God. When you said McDonald's is coming soon, I'm like, what?
Yeah, because Riley interviewed me, like, after everything was done, and I was like, McDonald's is going to be here in an hour. Do not go anywhere. Like, I
was like, we're not leaving.
No. And then we obviously did all of our walk-in stuff.
And then we got more McDonald's on the way home, too.
You needed it. You needed it. But we did, like, our walk-in stuff. Like, our parents walked in, bridal party, and then we, like, started eating and stuff. All the speeches were great. All of our dances worked out. And, like, the special part that I was talking to Riley about is that I initially had one song picked out for my father-daughter dance. And my dad and I are not, like, we're close. But we're not, like, he's not girl dad. Where, like, dads, like, dote over their girls. I might as well be a boy to him. Like, he asked me to pick up garbage and, like, stuff like that all the time. I don't have to do that now because I have a husband. But, like, he never treated me, he treats me well, but he doesn't treat me like, oh, my daughter, like, let me help you. No, he's like, do it your fucking self. Like, you're on your own. Like, gave me tough love.
Yeah.
So we're not super, like, touchy-feely like that. And I ended up changing the song to a song that my grandfather used to sing to us all the time. And I ended up getting a video of him singing it. So that's what was played at the end of the song. And my dad was a fucking mess. I did not expect him to, like, get that upset. No, he had no idea.
Okay.
I think that's why. And I didn't want him to be prepared because I knew that he wouldn't have the reaction I wanted.
Yeah.
But he sobbed in my arms. And I'm literally, like, holding him, also crying. But I was like, listen, if you, like, pass out on me, like, I'm letting you go. Like, I'm not going down with you. He was like, you're so mean. Like, it's just like I'm not, you know. But the whole room was crying. Like, my sister-in-law told me that my brother was crying. I had my cousins in the room. They were sobbing. Like, anybody who understood what that video was rightfully sobbing. Our whole bridal party were messes. Nick's best man, Marco, which obviously we've heard many stories about, he cried the whole night. The whole night. Every time, like, someone did something, he cried. It was just like, Marco, get it together. He was almost as bad as my grandmother. And I hope Marco can hear this.
Listen?
He better be.
Benchwarming Beauties.
He's sometimes he's not a beauty, but that's okay. And then just like that, like, the night was over, and then, like, the DJ started, and I was like, holy shit. And Nick and I kind of, like, looked at each other the whole night, like, we did it. Like, we did this ourselves. We were very proud of ourselves. So much so that we drank the night away. Our bar bill. Did I tell you this?
Yeah, you did.
Our bar bill. And I have permission from Nicholas to talk about this because I was like, Nick, I'm not going to, like, go into super details, but, you know, like, our bar bill was $17,000.
Yikes.
17, and 808 of those was tequila. We went through 12 bottles of tequila.
Wow.
And I want to just compare it. 808 drinks with tequila, which was either a shot or a double drink or whatever.
Yeah.
159 Aperols. Like, to compare, because my signature drink was the Aperol.
Yeah.
Nick's was a tequila soda with lime, which apparently everybody all of a sudden loves now. And 808 tequilas.
That's a lot. I never tried one.
Honestly, I'm not a huge tequila fan unless it's like a frozen mango margarita like in Mexico.
Has to be a frozen mango.
It has to be frozen because I've tried it not frozen. Not great.
See, I like a marg on the rocks.
But I can't do, like, lime, though. It bothers me. It's too acidic with the tequila. Yeah, it's not good for my stomach. But anyways, I had a bunch of Aperols that night, so I was feeling pretty good. But, like, 808 tequilas. Like,
that's insane.
Nick put it in, like, our group chat with our whole bridal party, and he was like, way to go, everybody. Like, 808 tequilas. Like, I was like, what the hell? This is not something to be proud of. We now have to pay for it. Like, what are you talking about? you're talking about.
Way to go.
We also ran out of wine during dinner because they kept refilling the glasses. And then my coordinator came over. She's like, so we ran out of wine. And I was like, oh. She's like, but just for like whatever was supposed to be for the dinner service. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you want to add more bottles? And I said, no, I don't give a shit. Everybody has a full glass. I still have a full glass. Every time I took a sip, they like poured it back in. I was like, I just had a sip.
Yes.
And then I was so nervous about my dances that I just stopped drinking altogether. I just said, leave my wine here. I will drink it at some point. So then after I did my dance, I literally chugged it down. My maid of honors were like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, they refilled it. They were there constantly.
They were very attentive.
They were.
They were very attentive. But it was a great day. And I couldn't believe that once the DJ started that, like, pretty much at that point, like, you just have fun and, like, it's kind of over. And I was like, oh, my God, like, it's over. Like, that's crazy. But it was a beautiful day. So.
Well, that's nice.
Do you have any other questions? I feel like you have a list there. But what are they, like, relating to? Aside from the fact that I put the ring on the wrong finger.
They're more so just points. But I kind of got a lot of my points in.
Oh, okay.
Like, McDonald's was, like, my favorite part. I really want to talk about that.
Honestly, it's something that a lot of people do now. Like, where they have, like, a midnight buffet.
Okay, but I saw on Instagram, they're now doing, like, 200. Like, it's like a wedding pack. Did I send it to you? Of nuggets?
Yeah, it was, like, 200 nuggets and 150 cheeseburgers or something like that for $200. But is that US, though? Like $200 US
it must
or $200
be US.
Canadian?
Because I don't think that was Canada. Because
No.
I think it was complex.
I mean, gratefully,
showing it.
Nick has a friend whose family owns a few McDonald's, so they helped us and gave us a deal. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but we're going to say it now. And so he helped us organize somebody bringing them down from one of their locations, which was great. So,
well, that's good.
It was great. I'm trying to think of like what else I need to say. Reception debrief. I already went through that. I have Riley's questions in between where questions fit. And then I explained it to her, like, does that make sense? Like, you're going to ask your questions as we go along?
Well, I was kind of asking them as we went along.
I feel like I just talked for like 45 minutes.
Well, yeah, you kind of answered everything I had.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift was snuck right in there in the video that you posted of the wedding.
She did? I didn't notice.
Zoom in on that face. Zoom in on that face because she did. But that was also a great video that you posted. You got us like walking in.
Yeah, I was very unwell that day.
Yes, Riley contributed.
But I still edited and put it all together.
Riley,
I went for brunch the next morning with my mom, and I had a side of bacon and tater tots.
So you were struggling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Riley contributed to the bar bill, clearly.
The Aperol Spritzes?
Were they good?
Yeah, but I love an Aperol Spritz.
See, I couldn't tell because at that point, like, I was, like, ready to just let loose, so I didn't care what it said. But then...
Yeah, the Aperol Spritzes were good, and then...
you know where else we got screwed, though? Sorry to cut you off. One bar in one corner was not doing lemon drop shots, and then the other bar was.
There was lemon drop shots?
I love a lemon drop shot.
So that must have not been by my corner.
It was by your corner.
Well, that wasn't broadcasted.
I didn't put it on the bar menu because I just didn't think about it.
Oh.
And then when I asked, I'm like, oh, can we do lemon drops?
I thought you could only get what was on the thing.
Yeah, but lemon drop shot is vodka.
Well, yeah, with lemon.
Okay.
But you had lime.
I wasn't going to put every garnish on there.
Oh
my gosh. But yeah, once we figured out that there was lemon drop shots, I mean, I had like a lot of girlfriends that that are part of like my big group of friends because really majority of our wedding was friends. We had 2 family tables and everybody else was friends. So a lot of my friends were just like unwell, mangled. The groomsmen were, I'm pretty sure some of the groomsmen were like drunk as the day was going on. So much so I bought Nick a bottle of Casa Azul. I was telling you before the podcast. Yeah. The boys were chasing it with pumpkin spice lattes.
What?
Yeah, because at SFU we were fucking freezing.
Yeah. And so they were drinking it there?
Well, Nick and I had to do like solo shots for like video and photography. And so the bridal party went to Starbucks because it was so cold. And then all of a sudden we're in the bus and I bought all the boys like custom flasks with their names on it. And I didn't realize that they had poured that whole bottle of tequila into their flasks. They're chasing the tequila with pumpkin spice lattes. I'm like, that is disgusting.
That's amazing.
That was disgusting.
That's
and then
hilarious.
I barely drank my coffee because I was scared I was going to get it on my dress. And I had my caramel macchiato. But then I was worried that, when I drink coffee, I have to go to the washroom. And I was like, I'm not prepared for this right now. We have a 20-minute drive downtown. I'm not
going to have to take her dress fully off.
No, this is not the place to take it fully off. So, anyways. Yeah. And that was the day.
Wow.
Tell me your questions that you asked me.
What did you wear?
Oh, I wore a dress by Everly Bridal. And my shoes were from Shein. At that point,
I feel like I just getting...
You're getting... Well,
was
my original shoes, were Jimmy Choo.
Yeah.
And then I changed into my
Shein.
furry Shein flip-flops that my
They
mom
were-
bought me.
they
All
were
the
good.
girls had the same. We all had same, except mine said Mrs. Briere on them, which is what my new name is. And I wore those once we were all done because my feet were killing me, which is weird because I broke those shoes in. That's besides the point. But.
Did you like the card that I gave you? She doesn't remember it.
Honestly,
It had dinosaurs on it.
Well,
You
actually,
didn't even read the card.
I did read the card, but there were
No.
so many of them.
It had dinosaurs on the front.
Okay.
And I was really
Well,
happy
let me
about
tell
it.
you why I probably don't remember. It's because our best man, I'm going to call him out all the time, Marco. He gives us a card. First of all, it didn't have his name on it. So I didn't know who it was from. And I was like, okay, this has to be somebody we know because it was very in detail on what he wrote. The front of the card, Riley, you're going to die. It's so funny. Happy wedding day, daughter.
That's so good.
Happy wedding day, daughter.
That's good.
And so I happened to be texting him and I was like, is this your card? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, let me read it because it's so funny. I don't know if he's going to like that I'm talking about it, but it's really funny. He's also kind of an idiot on a normal day. So this is not super shocking for us. I said, is this your card? He goes, yeah, that's my card. I forgot to put my name on it. Sorry. I said, did you even look at the front of this fucking card? And he goes, I did. Why? It literally says, on your wedding day, daughter, I'm a little choked up and my emotions might get the best of me. But I'm sharing one of the most special days of your life. And then inside it says, but I can't stop smiling because I'm so proud of how beautiful and happy you look. And then it says, I'm not done. And then it says, but more than anything, I'm feeling overjoyed just knowing that in my heart you found someone who loves you as much as I do. Because that means everything to
So did he mean to do that?
I'm crying. No, but if you guys know the relationship between my husband and his best friend Marco, is that Marco travels with us everywhere. He is our permanent. I'm actually the third wheel. I go on their trips essentially is what happens. So the fact that Marco gave us this card is so fitting for our relationship, and I don't think he realized that. And then I was like,
daughter on it?
happy wedding day, daughter. Daughter.
And he didn't realize.
But also, there's a bride on the front. And he goes, yeah, I thought it was a nice card. I'm like, I said, happy wedding day, daughter. I'm dying. You're such an idiot. He goes, I missed that part. I said, this is the funniest shit ever. And he goes, I guess I should read the fine print next time. It was the most iconic thing ever. Oh my God. I'm literally crying. Oh my God. That was honestly when Nick and I were opening the cards, and we saw that, I was like, this has to be Marco because it didn't have his name on it. So I didn't know. Yeah. And I had 2 other cards that didn't have names on them, but I knew the writing. So it was fine. Oh my God. I have never laughed so hard in my life. I'm literally shaking right now. That's how it's so funny. And I'm going to see him on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to roast him about it. Happy wedding day, daughter. Fucking
read
idiot.
The fine print.
So funny. Okay, what's your other question? Sorry, went off on a tangent. That was so funny though.
What was your first impression of Nick?
He looked very handsome in his suit.
When you first met him?
Oh, when I first met him?
Yeah.
well, I have a type. I had a type, I should say, is that I liked boys that played hockey. And then I thought it was like extra cool because he was a goalie. Because Nick, and to this day, he still is a goalie. He travels to play hockey and like all this stuff. And his photo, like, because we officially met on Tinder, but like we had known each other through things. So it was just kind of like a way for us to talk. I thought you met in
high school.
No. We went to different high schools.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you met in high school.
No.
Like when we were playing hockey together.
No.
Oh.
No, we met after.
Oh.
We went to 2 different high schools, and we knew people who knew each other. So like we had a lot of mutual friends and whatever, and then we literally have been inseparable since. But I thought he was cute, and he was a hockey player, and he wore like an Abbotsford Heat jersey, which I thought. And
in his profile picture?
Yes, and so that's what I asked him. I said, "Do you play for the Abbotsford Canucks or something like that?"
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "No, I play for this team in the Okanagan," which is like what started our relationship, and we do go back there all the time. And I got duped because I thought I was going to be a hockey wife. And I mean this in the most respectful way possible, Nicholas. I do love you very much. I thought I was going to be a hockey wife, and then I turned into a firefighter wife, which is just as good. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you're still happy?
Yeah, still very happy. I was worried.
Who do you think was best dressed other than your bridal party and you?
Ooh.
And Nick.
I was going to say myself, but I guess I can't.
No. She's sitting right here.
You did actually look very nice. I liked your blazer.
I wore heels.
You did. You looked very nice.
I've never worn heels.
No, you looked beautiful.
I was learning how to walk in them. I have to show you the video of me learning to walk in the heels the night before.
Jesus. I'm trying to think. Who was best dressed? Well, I'll say this. My sister-in-law was my something blue. So she was also not in black. And that also sparked some controversy. Many people went up to her to be like, "You're not in black. You got balls." And she's like, "I'm the something blue." Like, it was on my church program. Mm-hmm. You got one of those cards. I put her name on there because I knew they were going to be like, "This bitch's sister-in-law hates her. She wore blue."
Yeah.
But I asked her to wear blue. She was my something blue. So she was best dressed.
I did interview her.
Did you? Okay,
and your
good.
brother.
Oh, God.
Okay,
that could not have gone well.
I interviewed one of your maid of honors.
Yeah.
And the video didn't save. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know if
the tall brunette or the blonde. Actually, she's not really blonde.
She's brunette. I don't know if my
She's tall,
videographer
though?
was kind of falling over by the end.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it fully.
Our friend who was recording everything for Riley,
videos kind of started going sideways, and then I'm like back
but
up.
Riley was also going sideways. Let's not put it past just this person was going. Riley was also going to,
I was not.
Yes, she was. That's okay. Whatever, shit happens. But I'm glad that you interviewed my brother and my sister-in-law because they're pretty funny.
I interviewed them. I interviewed.
They
I interviewed Marco.
Oh God.
I interviewed you, Nick.
Me and Nick, yeah.
Your mom.
Ew.
No,
God.
that was good.
Was it
that
good?
one was so good.
Did you get my dad by chance?
No.
Oh, that would have been a really good one.
I didn't.
He's really fun.
I couldn't find them.
Save yourself. Honestly, it was a long day for him, and I think that's like a very he's not like. Every parent, as they get older, have health issues. So it was a long day for him. It was a long day for my grandmother.
Yeah.
So I think by the time we got to cocktail hour, everybody was already tired. So that to have like a whole second wind, essentially, they were tired. So I'm not surprised that my dad kind of hid in a corner for a little bit. He needed to recharge his batteries. He was pretty, he was low battery. So yeah. And that was the best day of my life.
And there it is.
And now we'll never hear about this wedding again.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad for me, but I did bring my veil.
Yeah, I think you should put it on before we film our little social thing. I think you should do a little.
Do you want me to put it on now?
You know how I did a little show and tell last episode?
Do you want me to put it on now?
Yeah, I would love you to.
I love this veil so much. It was worth every penny.
Thank God.
And I told Riley I wasn't going to wear it today, so I was like, oh my God, what a loser I am. But this is just the bride who can't give it up. I can't believe my wedding's over. But
she's gotta.
Yeah. How beautiful this veil is.
Wow.
How stunning is that? I can't give it up, you guys. Come on. Are
I need this angle
me?
for my social.
Are you kidding me? I will never live this down. And then I had it come over.
The bride is in. I love that we have this on these cameras, and then
Like, I have never felt more beautiful in my life. Nicholas, do you want to marry me again?
Okay, can you smile like that, please? Because that's going to be our podcast cover.
How beautiful is that veil, though? Like, come on. That's stunning. You guys, come on. I paid an arm and a leg for this veil.
Wow, it's perfect.
And I'm thrilled. And the bride can't give it up. Well, that was our wedding episode that went way longer than 45 minutes.
That did. That was over an hour.
Holy shit. You're going to turn us off after a while.
There's a few things I have to edit out.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest.
I'm so happy.
It was the best day of my life.
That's good.
I love this veil. I'm like literally dying that I have it on. I never thought I would wear it again.
We're going for dinner after this, and she's going to wear
I'm
this.
so wearing this to dinner. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and like celebrating with us. We had the best day, and like, I'm not going to say anymore because I'll probably start crying. It was the best day of my life.
Okay, I have so many videos of Tash crying. I'm going to like make like a...
When did I cry?
You were crying when you came down the aisle.
Was I?
Yep.
Again, blacked out.
There was another time in church that you were. And then I have some stuff at the ceremony.
Definitely crying at the reception, yeah. Well, I won't go any further.
But that's good.
I'm very grateful that we had
I thought you were going to cry more, though.
You know what? Someone told me that because, like, there's so much adrenaline that, like, I probably wouldn't. I knew at my father-daughter dance I would.
Yeah.
I knew in Nick's speech I would. Because Nick is, like, the sweetest man in the world. I don't know how I got so lucky. But yeah, thanks to him, like, this day was so beautiful.
And thank you, Nick, for your service.
I'm not going to say anything else. Thank you guys for listening to this very long and winded episode about my wedding. You will never hear about it again, I promise. But you better believe that I will pull this veil out every chance that I get. Riley, take us away. Where are we going? Tell us the socials, everything.
Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Benchwarming Beauties _ on Instagram, Benchwarming Beauties on TikTok, Benchwarming Beauties on YouTube.
And you can just type in Benchwarming Beauties when you go into Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find us on Spotify too.
Well, this was fun.
This was great.
Thank you again, Riley.
That was so nice
Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all of what Riley says, and we will see you
she just
next
wants to
week.
repeat what I said. She wants the last word.
I'm the bride. And we'll see you next week for a regular episode, not like this crazy ass episode. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
There we go.
Dude, that was crazy.
Okay, you have to let me get my...